Hello, welcome to the next episode of TheDonNews. Today is August 1st, 2023, and I have a couple interesting topics today. We'll be going over the Microsoft court case against FTC to buy the Activision Blizzard company. Now, I know this is a little bit of older news, but I wanted to talk about it because I didn't really get to since I started recently. But I want to say that this is still relevant since there's an antitrust trial beginning August 2nd for the FTC. And this is a big deal. $78.7 billion is one of, if not the largest acquisition in gaming history, and I think this is big for both Microsoft and Sony because Sony's been winning every single year since the PS4 launched and the Xbox One was such a total failure because of their transfer practices. Like, you can't give a game to your friend when you hold it in your hand. Sony demolished them on that. And I think with them having Activision Blizzard, they can really promote Game Pass and all of their games being in Game Pass to being one of the best deals in gaming, which it already is. But this is such a big win that I almost deem that Microsoft is pretty much a monopoly now. I know people don't like to hear that or like to say that, hey, Microsoft's a monopoly. But it is. I really truly believe that Microsoft's basically a monopoly. But in this case, I do think that Microsoft does deserve Activision Blizzard from the FTC because of such a bad state Xbox is in. They really are in third place against Nintendo and Sony. Even though they have the most powerful console, which the Series X is, it's just not working out for them. I think Game Pass PC and other their console focus isn't there. And I think this is a win for them because this leads them to go down another route of like cloud gaming and away from the console market, because I think Sony has like a grip on the console market and Nintendo's doing whatever the heck Nintendo does, right? They're just out in the boondocks doing stuff and people will buy them. I love the portable way, and Xbox just doesn't have anything going for it. I do believe that if they do go the cloud gaming route, that's a bad idea. Cloud gaming kind of sucks. The Google Vidia, was terrible. But I do want to talk a little bit about Game Pass and digital games, which leads us to my next topic of the day, and that's Ubisoft here, closing customer accounts. When you buy a digital game, okay, you own nothing unless the game is in your hands and you see it. Like, look back there. Those are all games. That's my list of games back there. I own every single one of those games, right? I could pick them up and I could put them in my console and I could play them. You say if you had the Wii U, you can't purchase games anymore. You had the PS3, you can play them on your console, but then you lose it forever, right? Don't even get me started on the PSP. It's gone. You're paying for a license that can be revoked. In fact, I think Xbox revoked licenses before. They can be revoked and then your game is gone. I actually had a PlayStation account, right, that got removed due to some activity, and all my games are gone. Like $500, they were all gone. That's when I started Like, I always did physical when I could, but that's when I really started to be physical or bust, right? If I don't get a physical copy of the game, it's gone forever. I'm just not buying it. I'm not playing it. But back to the Ubisoft case, his account was deleted, and the support said they couldn't do anything about it. Now, Ubisoft came out saying they won't delete your games. Like, I really believe that one. If they could, they would resell your games over and over again. Okay, they'll sell you the same thing 500 times if they could. But Ubisoft said they wouldn't automatically close inactive accounts, and you do get a month in an email, and you can click on it and go. But that's just not enough. Okay, there should be a warning in an email, and then you get 6 months. A 1 month suspension is almost nothing, and people might not even see it and be like, oh, all my games are gone. I want to go back here for a second. Microsoft wins Activision Blizzard. This I would specifically want to focus on the Blizzard section and how terrible they are. If we are, Diablo 4 here. I wanted to talk. They have a 2.2 user score. This is what happens when companies get greedy. Honestly, I love this ZA cookie. Diablo 4 is essentially a mobile game ported to PC. The game is blah. The story sucks. The game is easy, and I want to say it's fun if you are open to just getting games and going through them. Personally, that's how I like to do it. But this just isn't one of those things. I would just stay away from this game altogether now, especially with the Season 1 update, which just nerfed a lot of characters and ruined people's accounts. Like, ruined some people's... I wouldn't say accounts. I want to say they're fun. You got to start a whole new character. That's dumb. And they should rightly get a 2.2. Karen says there's no offline mode for the game, and it is clearly single player. This is another way for companies to get more money. They log in, and you get stuff like a mobile game. And it's generally, I wouldn't say it's worse than Diablo Immortal, but this is generally a bad sign for Blizzard. And I'm going to get into that in a little bit here, but I also want to talk about this Cockman's. Diablo 4 is officially dead. Congrats, Debs. Hope the cash grab was worth it. That's funny. And it really was a cash grab. Going over to here, Overwatch 2 sitting at a 1.4, and all this is a cash grab. There's almost nothing different than Overwatch 1, and this game is just a cash grab. Overwatch League is closing. You know, you hear about Bobby Kotick's big Overwatch League push, and it was so awful. The game, Overwatch 2, was so awful that not only is their esports scene dying out with them, the whole game's dying out. You go to the shop. The first thing you see, this is the problem. The first thing you see when you enter the game is the store. Go buy stuff. And you get to the store and you see a bundle for 2,100 coins. And they don't even let you go to, like... How do you fathom this? You can't even go to the character over in the shop area and click and buy the skin you want for 2,000, even though the bundle's 2,100, and you just get garbage with it. I used to play Overwatch. I played Overwatch 1 a lot. I was in Diamond right before Grandmaster. Highest Diamond. I forget what it's called now. I haven't played in that long. I gave up when Overwatch 2 came out because I knew how much of a micro transaction mess it will be with season passes, which season passes themselves are dying out. So, everything Blizzard is getting is deserved, okay? Especially, I read a article the other day saying that a employee from Activision Blizzard stole breast milk and then drank it. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't wake up in the morning and say, hey, why don't we go steal some breast milk today from my office and then drink it to get those gains? Come on. There has to be something in your head. Like, what's wrong with you mentally? Before I close out this news video, there's a couple announcements tomorrow, which will be later today, since this will be released at 7:30 in the morning. I'll be doing my 24-hour stream at 12 p.m. to 12 p.m. tomorrow. It'll be on Final Fantasy 16 that won the poll. Come check it out if you have some time. You don't have to stay the whole time, but if you have some time, please come check it out. Also, I want to go into... I got a comment the other day on my last news video right here. Do you plan to do any anime videos or stream any anime games? Well, thank you for asking, Mr. Foxy Nightcore. I do like your anime picture you have there. I do plan... I don't plan to do any anime videos. You might find an anime in one of my anime girl or guy in one of my thumbnails, but that's about it. But I do plan to stream anime games over on Twitch, and all Twitch VODs will be uploaded to the channel under the Twitch VOD section. And then I'll separate them by game, but I'm going to put all the Twitch VODs in one section, so it'll be easy, and I'll separate them by game. So for anime games, I don't want to give too much away, but I do plan to play the Trails into Reverie, which was actually in my poll. That's probably where you came to see this. So I'm going to get to that, and I hope you enjoy that. But the 24-hour stream is going to be Final Fantasy 16, so I want to say again, please come join me, and I'll see you in the next news video tomorrow. Have a good one, everyone.